whatever you want, as long as you treat me right. She said, you can get whatever you want, as long as you eat it right. Yeah, baby girl, turn the lights out. I just saw baby girl in the lights out. Yeah, I'ma knock it. What's up, Gold Juice? Back in the Bumble Clap videos, Flacky, they're gonna say yes, man. 65 back in the whoop you.
We gonna give y'all 5 seconds before we say what's different. Ready? Y'all go in the comments. 5 seconds.
Dun, 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 dun. We got a new camera! Yeah!
We've had the same camera our whole YouTube, us being on YouTube. It's worked really good for us though. Like,
yeah.
It's super easy.
For those that don't know, the camera we was using before for a long time.
Long time.
Is a Canon G7X.
Mark II.
Mark II.
That's a really good beginner and like just standard camera. If you're trying to get into vlogging, I feel like that's a good camera to just pick up. It's really easy to use. It's light. It has a flip up screen. It's
especially for
easy.
guys. If guys not big on vlogging and you don't know too much about vlogging, that's a good little camera to start. Yeah, to
even
start.
girls too. If you don't like little vlogs, it's real easy. But we just had to like level up because we just had to.
We actually looked at a few options and we was thinking about like a Sony camera.
Since you told me about Sony, why TikTok
Yeah.
suggesting me like people that using Sony?
I told you.
Our lens in the G7X, you can't like change the lens, so it's just one standard lens, and it's pretty close. We wanted something more wide angle because it just makes it look, I feel like, more realistic.
It's looking
better.
more elite. This shit look elite, y'all. My head look bigger, don't it?
No,
it really show you the definition. It really
it's like more like y'all really with us. I feel like it's like somebody like right there.
Whenever we come outside, we feel like we only come outside for a few things, and it sucks because kind of cold, hot, cold is really weird. So, and the kids get sick easily.
When I watch other people's videos, like they do like the basic stuff, unless they're like going out to eat or like.
I mean, what else is there really to do? Like, I mean, if
we was in New York City, it'd be so much to do.
Oh my goodness. Well, what would we do right now in New York right now, except for get food?
Okay, well, there's a lot of options for food.
What else is there to do other than eat food? You know what?
We're not there right now, so it's hard to say.
Go to the lounge?
Every time we come to Target, he decides that he needs to get on a bike. So here we are. Right over there in the car. Hell, you just yeah, Jet. Bro, please don't do that over here. You just popped the wheelie. Oh, go. That was nice.
Man, y'all better stop playing. I used to walk this bit.
Y'all, you know where I'm at. I'm in the book section. If you don't know now you know. I love reading. But I need one of these because I be trying to read in the dark when everybody's asleep. Yeah, I'm using the flashlight on my phone, but I think I'm gonna get this. Should I get this?
The light, yeah, so you don't have to keep turning the light on in the middle of the night.
So this is about my favorite author, right? It don't even matter, but I'm about to tell you what it's about. There's this couple that they've been together for a really long time, like for years.
Sound like us.
They take a year break to see like if they really want to be together. Lauren and Ryan's marriage reaches the breaking point. They come up with an unconventional plan. They decided to take a year off in the hope of finding a way to fall in love again. It says 1 year apart. Only rule, they cannot contact each other. Damn, can you picture us doing that?
A year without talking to you?
That's hard, no.
That's deep. I think you'll start loving me after that.
I don't think I would.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, I think if Mama started talking to me for 24 hours, she'd start, I mean, not 24 hours, for a whole year.
Even 24 hours, I'd be like...
Oh, we got story time to tell y'all what happened when some other shit happened.
What?
When Mama was over here having a panic attack, she had like an explosion. It's crazy. She said that night was crazy, so we gotta tell you about that. Oh, they fishing. Oh, there's fishing right here.
Will's dream is to fish.
Damn, big fish. That boy Jet be chilling. Ready, baby.
What's up, y'all? So it's the next day. My cycle just started last night. I've been freaking out these last couple days. I've been real emotional, sad, in a funk. Don't know why I feel like that. And then last night I got my cycle. It's crazy because that honestly happens almost every time I get my cycle. I go through like those weird emotional days and I don't know what's up. and then boom. I'm feeling better now that I know like what was up with me. I'm not going crazy. It's just my hormones are like fucked up right now. Don't mind my background. My bed has clothes. I just did the laundry. There's a suitcase over there. I have to clean up my room. We're just gonna do something quick, fix my eyebrows up, probably put a little bit of foundation on, a little bit of blush, and some mascara. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about my breastfeeding journey. Just some tips for you guys, women that are pregnant right now. If you wonder like how breastfeeding is, if you're interested in doing it, I'm just gonna share my experience. I'm not an expert by any means, but this is my second time breastfeeding. And yeah, I breastfed for a year with Rain, and now it's been officially 6 months with Jet. So time has flown like by really fast. Let's get into the makeup. I started breastfeeding immediately from giving birth. I breastfed that day, that night. At first, you don't get a lot of breast milk. Well, for me, I don't know about for anybody else. It takes like a couple days to really kick in. And the first thing that you get, I think it's called colostrum? That's like the first milk that comes out until like your milk really comes out. For me, my milk really didn't start coming out until a few days. I think it was his first week checkup. So it can be a little bit frustrating at first because you don't know like what's going on. Am I producing enough? Is the baby eating enough? Just got to give your body time to just adjust. It's crazy how like the woman body works. The body just knows how much to produce for the baby, and you can produce milk. Like, that's crazy. At first I started breastfeeding and then pumping as well. You really don't have to pump if you don't want to, but it's a great way of getting extra milk that you have, just saving it. So at first I did pump because I was producing a lot of milk, and I think in that first month your body really produces a lot. The first few months your body produces like a lot. You're breastfeeding and then you're pumping, and then you got to wash the parts every time you pump, and you got to sterilize the parts. Not every time, but you know, at least like once a day, once every other day. So that can be a lot. It's honestly worth it. I was pumping for like a month, 2 months, and then I strictly just went into just directly to boobie. So yeah, I just stopped pumping. I felt like I was producing the right amount for him and not overproducing like I was when I was pumping. But honestly, I feel like pumping is a good option as well. Sometimes if you need to be away from the baby will have milk. I'm mostly at home all the time, and I'm with Jet literally all the time. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna directly feed it to him. And yeah, so I was waking up 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, not every hour, but honestly like every other hour. In the beginning, I was breastfeeding for about like 30 minutes each boob. Not 30 minutes, but like 20, 25 minutes, because your milk doesn't come out like super fast. So that first month I feel like is the longest and the toughest, to be honest, because after that it gets way easier, way faster. I feel like that first month can really put you on your ass and you're like, oh no, I don't know about this. I promise, like, it gets way easier. Now I breastfeed 5 minutes each side. My milk comes out super fast. Now Jet only wakes up, I think, twice in the middle of the night. He goes to sleep, like sleep at 8, 9 o'clock, and then he'll wake up maybe like 2 or 3, and then he'll wake up again at like 6. So like every 3, 4 hours, which isn't bad, because at first, I think in the beginning, every 2 hours he was waking up. It would be like 9, then 11, then 1, then 4, then 6. Yeah, so it was different. Now I actually get rest, and it's really not bad at all. Like, I'm so used to waking up that it's not nothing, and it's literally only 10 minutes of my time. So I wake up, I nurse him, and then he just falls right back asleep. I love the convenience of it. Boom, boom, back to sleep. Sometimes I do feel stressed and overwhelmed, but not really. I think it's just a lot of other factors, like when it comes to just everything else I have to do in a day, and I have to breastfeed as well. Sometimes I can feel overwhelmed. I don't feel that way all the time. I'll feel it for like maybe a minute, 2 minutes. I'll just feel like overwhelmed, but then it passes and I don't feel like that no more. Everything's been going really good. How I maintain my supply, I basically make sure I eat. Okay, let me just tell y'all about this. Okay, so yeah, I'm about to go in with the Flawless filter. I'm just gonna use a little bit. Honestly, I don't really like to use this on the regular. I like to just save this for probably like a special occasion, but fuck it, I'm feeling special today. I make sure I eat. That's really what you have to do. First time I breastfed, some mistakes that I made was I wasn't eating as frequently as I was supposed to. Putting some healthy balances into your diet, eating greens, taking your vitamins. Make sure I eat breakfast. That's one thing I never really used to do, is eat breakfast. Like, since turning an adult and having like my own place and stuff like that, I used to wake up super late. I used to wake up at like, what time? Like 12, 1 o'clock. And yeah, me being a mom of two, that does not cut it no more. And now I'm actually a morning person. When before I never used to be a morning person. Now I love to get up in the morning. I wake up at like 8 o'clock. Honestly, I wake up earlier. I wake up at like 7 and I get the kids together. While I'm making them breakfast, I make myself breakfast. And it's just convenient, so it just gives me a reason to eat too, because I'm like, okay, the kids are eating, I'm gonna eat as well. I just make a quick breakfast. I'll probably eat some eggs, some spinach, sausage, just make sure I eat something in the morning. And drinking a lot of water, so a lot of water. Make sure you're hydrated. I mainly just drink water. And that's another thing, I cut back on juice. I don't really drink juice at all, just because I felt like that was my problem in breaking out, which doesn't really have to do with breastfeeding. But yeah, juice I feel like is my kryptonite, and I be drinking too much juice. Lemonade, Snapple, like anything, I be drinking it. I had to cut back on juice because I felt like that was the root of me breaking out. And honestly, since doing that, I don't break out. Like, I do break out, but not as frequently as I was before. What I really love, let me put y'all on, okay? So if you're trying to cut back on juice, soda, whatever it is, if you guys go to the supermarket, the little packets, not the little packets, but the little water enhancers, they're called Mio. So they're next to like the Crystal Lights and stuff like that, but they're called Mio. Let me tell y'all, Mio has changed my life. I love Mio. I love the cherry blackberry, fire, and the strawberry watermelon. So you have to drink it a certain way, because I feel like if you just put it into regular, like a water bottle, a warm, like regular temperature water bottle, you're gonna be like, ew, this is nasty. So what I do is I take the water bottle, I put the flavor in there, and then I put it in the freezer. If you have crushed ice, you could just put it in a cup with crushed ice. And yeah, I put it in the freezer for an hour, and then it gets like a little bit icy, not too much, but it's super cold. And when I tell y'all, it tastes like some watered down, I love watered down juice, just because sometimes juice can be like too powerful, but I love me some watered down juice. It quenches my thirst. I love it. Take a beauty blender, just blend that underneath my eyes, just because I don't feel like contouring and all that stuff. I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm probably gonna just carve out my eyebrows a little bit just to clean them up. Some supplements that you can take if you feel like your supply is getting low. I don't take supplements now, but honestly, let me tell y'all, I've tried everything. I've tried like the cookies, the lactation cookies, I've tried the little snacks, I've tried different products from Amazon, the little supplements you could take in your water, random pills or whatever. But honestly, the best and most affordable option that I felt really doubled my supply or made my supply higher when I felt like it was getting a little bit low is fenugreek. So fenugreek is really good. You can get it on Amazon for like $13. You can take up to 3 in a day. One thing about fenugreek though, it makes your armpits smell like maple syrup. It makes you smell really sweet, which is a good thing, honestly. My milk just doubled when I took it. So if you have trouble, fenugreek is really good. I plan to breastfeed up until about a year. To set my face, I'm gonna use the One Size Beauty powder foundation in light 2, and I'm just gonna put this all over underneath my eyes and just set my whole face. I'm really gonna miss breastfeeding just because I feel like our bond is literally tighter than ever, and that's exactly how I felt with Rain as well. And even though I don't breastfeed Rain now, obviously, but I just feel like we're hella tight, hella close. And that's how I feel with Jet as well. So I really love it. I love the experience. And it doesn't hurt. That's another thing. Oh, I didn't talk about pain. It doesn't hurt, y'all. So in the beginning, I'm telling y'all, that first month is rough. Your nipples will peel, okay? Like, I know you're like, girl, what? Yeah, your nipples will scab up and they will hurt. Another thing that you need. Okay, so here are the things that you need for breastfeeding. You need fenugreek pills just on standby. I feel like those are just good to have on standby. Nipple pads, nipple covers. I feel like disposables are just better. It's just quicker. The reusables, you have to rewash them all the time. And the disposables, it's like if they get wet, you just throw it out, put on another one. And you can get a whole pack of like 100 for real cheap. Also, nipple balm. You're really only going to need it in that first month. But nipple balm just literally eases the pain from the scabbing you get, just because it's like a new thing for your body. Like basically you have a baby literally sucking onto your titty every day. So yeah, your body just has to adjust and you're gonna scab up. But honestly, I'm telling you, it gets better. You don't even feel it the next month, and I don't feel it at all now. It's not pain at all. And after that first initial of you scabbing up, that's it. I only used the nipple balm for about a month and that was it. So I promise it gets better. And I feel like mommies out there that, you know, you're watching this, y'all can confirm that it does get better. It's really not as bad as the first few weeks. Now I breastfeed about every 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. Really whenever the baby is tired, I feel like he's tired and wants to take a nap. He likes to drink milk to go to sleep, or I just know when he's hungry. Literally, I just know when he's hungry. I just feel it. Like, it's like we have like this telepathic communication, and I'm just like, he's hungry or he's tired, and usually I'm always right. When I hold Jet, he starts turning his head, like literally trying to latch on, and I'm like, okay. Put him right on the titty. I love blush because I feel like it just adds life back into the face. For makeup, this is pretty much what I do. I'll probably just put on mascara. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to decorate my room. I set up my vanity. I really love it. It's different from my last vanity. I'm just gonna add a little bit of some highlighter just to add some more razzle dazzle to my face. Like right up there. I'm gonna take this eyelash curler and just put on some mascara. So I'll be back with the final look. All right, y'all, so that wraps it up for this video. I just want to show you the last product that I use. I use the lash curler, and then I also use the telescopic lift, and this is the waterproof, and then the telescopic mascara, so the regular one. These are both really good together with the eyelash curler. They make your lashes look really pretty and curled. I love this NYX lip gloss. It's called This Is Milky Gloss in the shade Milk and Honey. And to line my lips, I just use the Charlotte Tilbury Foxy Brown. I think that's what it's called. Foxy? Is it called Foxy? Foxy Brown. Yep, Foxy Brown. So that's it. And then lastly, to just finish it off, I'm gonna use the All Nighter spray. And usually if I'm doing like a full glam, I will probably use the One Size Beauty mattifying one. But this one is just more for like every day. I just use this one. It smells really good. If you have any tips to just share with other women in the comments about breastfeeding, what was your experience? I hope I gave y'all some really good advice. I love y'all so much, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.
About 3 o'clock, she brought her friend. It get interesting. Ain't got Molly, so we pop them 10. Roll up one more again. We in a hotel, so we close the vent. She say that they twins, synchronizing at the same time. Knock them down like pins.